Dear students, let us work out some more problems of payback period under uneven cash inflows. The problem is a project costs rupees 6 lakhs and yields an annually a profit of 96,000 after depreciation at 12% but before tax of 50%. Calculate the payback period. Now how do you calculate payback period? Take down. Now make two columns. Profit before tax, that is what is the profit given to us in the problem, 96,000. Okay, next you have to reduce tax that is given because we take profit after the tax for our cash inflows. So it is 50%. So 96,000, among that you take 50%, that is 48,000. The next column is profit after tax. So we get another 50%, that is 48,000 profit after tax. Now we have to add back depreciation for this one. The depreciation in the problem given is 12%. Now where do you calculate on this? On the project of the cost. So 6 lakhs at 12%, we get 72,000. Now we will have to look into what is the annual cash inflows after tax, that is annual cash inflows. So 48,000 plus 72,000 is our 1,20,000. Now this is our annual cash of the project. Now what is the payback period formula? As I told you, cost of the project divided by annual cash inflows. Now what is the cash of the project? It is 6 lakhs. Now what is the annual cash inflows we have got now? It is 1,20,000. So 6 lakhs divided by 1,20,000, we get 5 years. So payback period for this problem is 5 years. Now let us work out the next problem. There are two projects M and N. Each project requires an investment of rupees 50,000. You are required to rank those projects according to the payback period from the following information. So net profit before depreciation and after tax. Make three columns once again. Year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Project M. The cash inflows are 12,000, 18,000, 10,000, 5,000 and 5,000. Now project N. 10,000, 20,000, 10,000 and 10,000. Now we will have to calculate accordingly. Make again 4 columns. Year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cash inflows of project M 12,000, 18,000, 16,000, again 5,000 and 5,000. Now we have to go for cumulative cash inflows for project M. 12,000 for the first year, 12 plus 18, that is 30,000 for the second year, 30 plus 10, that is 40,000. Now it's 40 plus 5, 45,000, 45,000 plus 5, 50,000. This is our cumulative cash inflow for project M. Next, cash inflows for project N. Now 10,000, 20,000, 10,000 and 10,000. In the fifth year, we do not have a cash inflows for this project. Next, we go for the cumulative cash inflows, 10,000. Now 10 plus 20, 30,000, 30,000 plus 10, 40,000, 40,000 plus 10, 50,000. So this is the cumulative cash inflows for project N. Now how do we calculate payback period for these two projects? Payback period for project M is 5 years. As it is with the cumulative cash inflows, we find that 12,000, 30,000, 40,000, 45 and 50,000. The initial cash inflow is this project is 50,000 and we are getting back this 50,000 the fifth year. So we are getting the payback period is 5 years for project M. Now project N, the payback period is a 4th year because the 50,000 what we have invested in the project, we are getting in 50,000 in the 4th year. So hence the project N should be ranked first since we are investing for the 4 years and getting back with a minimum of 4 years. So this is about this problem. We will work out one more problem here. Hi-Tech Limited is producing articles by manual labor and is considering it by a new machinery. There are two methods, alternative models K and M of the new machine. Prepare a statement of profitability showing the payback period from the following information. Now take down, make 3 columns, particulars, machine X and machine Y. Now machine X and machine Y. Now particulars, first only, estimated life of the machine, we have 8 years and 10 years. Cost of the machine 10,000 and 24,000. Estimated savings in scrap is 1,000 and 1,600. Estimated savings in direct wages 8,000 and 10,000. Additional cost of supervision 2,000 and 3,000. Additional cost of maintenance 2,000 and 2,600. Now we'll work out the problem. Take down statement showing annual cash inflows. Firstly, make 3 columns again, particulars, machine X and machine M. Now in the particulars, estimated savings in scrap. Now what is the scrap value for machine X? It is 1,000. Write down 1,000. For machine Y, it is 1,600. 1,600. Next, estimated savings in direct wages. We have got 8,000 in the machine X, machine K, and machine M, it is 10,000. The total savings of this project is 9,000 for machine K and machine M, it is 11,600. Now we have to reduce the cost what is incurred less additional cost of supervision 2,000 and 3,000. Now additional cost of maintenance 2,000 and 2,600. Now after deduction of this we get 5,000, that is 9,000 minus 4,000, 5,000, and now 11,600 minus 3,000 and 2,600, 6,000. So this is our net cash inflows for these 2 projects. Now we calculate payback period for machine K. Machine K, cost of the machine divided by next annual cash inflows. And what is the cost of the machine in the problem? 10,000. Now net cash inflows 5,000. So 2 years. So within 2 years we are going to get the amount that we have invested for machine K. Now machine M, it is the cost of the investment 24,000 divided by your cash inflows, that is 6,000, and we are going to get back this in 4 years. Since the payback period for machine K is 2 years, we prefer machine K because we are getting the initial investment at the early stages. Thank you.